AVC, CJ here. Happy Monday, whatever. A couple technical delays. I was going to try and do this on my camera rather than on my laptop, but I went to set up the tripod and my camera and everything and realized that my memory card went missing. I don't know. No biggie. Figured it out. Start the laptop here. And we'll get started. This is going to be, well, all my videos have been raw so far, except for a couple of edits when I got a phone call or something. But, something like that. Set the timer about 15 minutes, and it'll start going through everything. I have to warn you. I was thinking maybe I should alphabetize this first, but I figured if I'm going to be doing these raw, I might as well do them as I've got them set up. They are organized, they're just not alphabetical right now, so probably after I do all these videos, I'll probably alphabetize. Watch me add about another couple dozen records before this is all over. I don't know. Alright. Also, I may interrupt this to go through the sets of 45s that I got, so I may be alternating. I haven't decided yet, but that's what I'm thinking of. Alright. First, before we even start the timer, let's get this mofo out of the way. I didn't have much of a place to put it. This does not need an explanation. Yes, this is the whole shebang. The double album, the 245s, the 5 CDs. Now. Alright. 15-minute timer, start. And first one, we're going to start with the, what do we got here? Oh, this is one of the first things I got in, the first time I participated in a record store day. This is a Pavement live album called Live Europaturen MCMXCVII. I second Roman numerals when it comes to big years. Grabbed it because it was Pavement. I don't even think I played it yet, but I will. Grab it when you can grab it, right? Next one, I think we're getting into the Third Man Vault stuff. Like I mentioned in an earlier video, I've been with the Third Man Vault since day one, basically, and never stopped. It's going to be a nice collection. I think the next one's going to be another White Stripes live thing coming out in July or August, as soon as I get it pressed. First one, the Greenhorns EP called Oscar Bell Blues. Some of these I have not listened to yet because I never had a chance. In fact, when this came in, I didn't have the turntable here at the apartment yet. It was still in my parents' house. But this looks pretty cool. 7 songs, according to this, recorded in Nashville as proper studio demos in preparation for what would later become the East Grand Blues EP. Well, one of these days I'll listen to it, check out that EP, because I don't have that, and compare it to. Alright. Oh. He's showing all at once the Third Man Records single releases. The first two from 2009 and 2010, they're both double albums, and this third one, which is the last one, is not going to be a single release of 2012. This last one is a triple album. And pretty much all the Blues Series singles from Third Man, a couple that weren't, because all the Dead Weather ones and Jack White's first solo one, a lot of guys next, Ron Weber Duo, Dance on Train, Wanda Jackson, Black Bells, Karen Elson, and of course on this one, the infamous Insane Clown Posse 45, where they did a Mozart cover. Try and wrap your head around that. Insane Clown Posse doing a Mozart cover produced by Jack White. When, I don't know. Next. Speaking of, this was the first ever Third Man Vault release. Some people are going on dogfights on eBay for it. One time I checked, somebody was trying to sell their copy for like $150. I wouldn't be surprised if an auction on this went for like $300 at least. But mono edition of Icky Thumb. I've played mine, did a needle drop, so the digital copies are I listen to, and this is the master copy. Never getting rid of this. Sorry. Next one, oh, I have some other Third Man stuff mixed in with the Vault stuff. This is one of the Third Man Live at Third Man Studios releases. This is an EP by a group called Pujo, who did a 45-4 Third Man. Pretty good stuff. I played it a couple of times. Good stuff. I'll return to it eventually. Another one that's a 45 for Dex. One of Dex's influences, the Dex Rom Weber duo. Great full live album. I think about halfway through side 1, Dex broke a string on his guitar and he borrowed one of Jack's to finish the show. But a lot of good stuff on there. Oh, this is one I had in mail when I found out it existed. Alive at Third Man by the 5678s, which is the Japanese garage rock trio, in fact. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Third Man's reissue of the first American album by the 5678s. Crazy, really crazy stuff. There they are. And around here I also have the 45 that they did for Third Man. Definitely check that out. Oh, this is a nice one. I actually watched the DVD component of this, but I didn't play the record yet. But one of the Jackson Live at Third Man records. I'm going to show the file quick, because it's a nice split blue and black. And they do some very nice ones. They didn't pull them out of that third singles collection, but there were like 3 different color records, I think, like 1 black, 1 white, and 1 yellow. Can't remember. More White Stripes. Not a Vault release, but the last White Stripes commercial release, the soundtrack to Under Great White Northern Skies. Great live tracks that go with the documentary Blu-ray. When that came out, I bought that, the CD version and the Blu-ray version all at once. And for Vault subscribers like me, there's the companion live album with the B shows, which were the free. Excuse me, they were the free ones they did in the afternoon. Really cool stuff. I did a drop on this. Great stuff. Great sound quality, considering that the sound came right off the camera microphones rather than a professional setup for the regular album. Another White Stripes live album, Live in Mississippi. I listened to this once. I didn't get a chance to do an actual needle drop yet, but I got to, because this is good live recording. Oh, here's one. Live recording, first ever White Stripes show. And there's a companion EP that I have in the 45 files. That's the first time they ever performed, when they did like 3 songs at an open mic. And this was the show that happened the following month at the same club, live at the Gold Dollar in Detroit. If you saw the documentary that I was just talking about, they get handed like the pressing masters or whatever they were for that recording. So that's where that came from. Speaking of one of Jack White's other bands, the Raconteurs, another Vault release. Live show at Third Man. Bunch of stuff mostly from the second album, a few from their first. Of course, they have to finish with Steady as She Goes. Real good show. I think one of the 45s that came in, because they always stick the 45 in there. 45. Oh. White Stripes remixed by Beck, and Dead Weather remixed by Josh Homme and Mark Lanigan. Okay. I don't think I wrote that one yet. Oh, more Raconteurs. The first Vault release they did, live in London. Didn't play this yet, but I will. I got it. That was number 2 in the Vault. Dead Weather, Whorehound, great first album. I'm like, how many bands is Jack White gonna have? Because he had like 3 going at the same time when this came out. But I answered my own question. As many as he wants, because he's Jack fucking White. Oh, second Dead Weather album. Can never remember the name of it. Sea of Cowards. Good album. Vault Edition, doing the whole album live. And there's also in this package a 45 where they do a couple songs from the first album and a DVD of the whole show. Gotta do it an album soon. Speaking of live, Jack White with both of the solo bands he toured his first solo album with. I don't know if the video is going to do this, but this is like a, yeah, it's an with the hologram cover. I'm not even going to try to use the other term because I'll get really tongue-tied. Very nice. Speaking of that album, don't need to tell you. You don't have it? Get it. Oh, the ex-wife. His ex-wife, rather. Ex-wife number 2. Karen Ellison, live at Third Man. This is one I didn't play yet. But the interesting thing about this, besides the fact that it's a peach-colored record, is a cover which has this die-cut part, and then make her dress look any way you want. I'll stick to the way it was packaged for now. Fix that later. Next, another record store they released from Third Man, Jerry Lee Lewis live at Third Man. Very cool, and with the live band that has Steve Cropper and Jim Keltner in it, along with Jack Lawrence from the Dead Weather. Very nice. More recent ones, Jack White and the Bricks live on the Garden Bowl Lanes. That'd be interesting. Very nice. Didn't play this one yet, but it's on my list of things I should rip right away. Reproduction of the box cover for the tape, and bowling pin white vinyl. Yeah. Very, very nice. And the most recent Third Man edition, I showed this in the first video I did, the reissue of Elephants. No need to, whatever, that one. Oh, here we go into another catalog. Captain Beefheart, I got like all the, why do I have that upside down? All of the Captain Beefheart albums that were like repressed. Here's Safe as Milk, stereo version. Love the album. When I try to listen to it on headphones, though, the way they pan the stereo kind of throws me off. One of these days I want to find a mono copy and check that out. But excellent, nice, thick, 180 gram. Classic album. Stay there. Of course, strictly personal. This is like the latest one I had. This was the last one I had gets for the complete my Captain Beefheart album collection. Unfortunately, not a gatefold like the original Blue Thumb, but import pressing from EMI. I think a company called Strictly Vinyl actually handled this, but in lieu of gatefold in insert, although I wish it was like a 4-pound rather than a 2-pound insert. I don't know. Some ways it's good because it's a thick pressing, and other ways the packaging is 14 karat cheap. Shouldn't do that to the Captain. The best way to listen to this album, really. Not that I'm saying CD sucks, because I bought this on CD first, great album. I'm saying that because on vinyl you get 4 bricks, because the first couple times around, trying to listen to the Trout Mask replica all at once can be really overwhelming. But even if you don't have the album version, you can always look up the original track sequence on vinyl on Wikipedia. You'll see how it's laid out, and know when to take a break. But excellent, 108 gram. Reproduced the straight label designs and everything. Excellent. Same thing with this, 180 gram. Lick my decals off, baby. I think I like this one a lot more than Trout Mask. Great songs. The production kind of flat because Beefheart was doing it himself, but great performances, great songs. The album, strangely enough, I also have all the Beefheart on CD, but the CD version of this, I got stuck with a Russian copy. I didn't know it, so I looked it up. But sounds pretty good. I guess they ported the Enigma Retro copy from late 80s. Mirror Man, also 180 gram, reproducing the Buddha label of that time. I remember that label from last night 45s. I always like that label design. Next one, Spotlight Kid. Okay album. Good songs on there, but not the first Beefheart I would think of when I listen to something, but good album though. And next, one of my favorites, Clear Spots, produced by Ted Templeman of all people, considering when you think of who else He produced Van Halen, Doobie Brothers, Nicolette Larson, but great album. Too much time. Should have been a top 40 hit for Don, but I don't know. Should have been. Should have been. Because he fucking deserved one. Okay. Throw your tomatoes. I don't care. Unconditionally guaranteed. And Blue Jeans and Moonbeams. I know the two Mercury albums with the tragic band, but decent pressings. I don't know if they're 180 gram, but they are repressings, and they use the period labels. The red one for this one, and the Chicago Skyline one for the second one. But a lot of good songs on there. Can't go wrong. I like hearing the Captain sing. Then here's where he got backed up to full steam. Shiny Beast, Bat Chain Puller, excellent stuff. Tropical Hot Dog Nights, Harry Irene, Bat Chain Puller, Suction Prince, Love Lies. Forget about it. Check this one out, seriously. Seriously. Last two ones he did, Knock at the Radar Station and Ice Cream for Crow, excellent stuff. Both done on 180 gram vinyl by a great label called Four Men with Beards. Want to check some more of the reissues at some points. They did a few years ago one for Public Image Limited's Metal Box, but that's already out of print, so I never got to check that out. Okay, I don't know how long we're doing on time. I didn't hear the alarm go off yet. How we doing? Oh, I forgot to start the alarm. You know what? I'll finish the next couple. Check out the timing here. I'll go up to 20 minutes. Mission of Burma first album repressed with an extra bonus disc and a DVD and a booklet. They went all out. Matador did 180 gram vinyl, give you a download, give you a DVD, give you some classic stuff the way it should be heard. Clear as it has ever been. Because I had the first Rykodisc CD and then the initial later separate reissues that Rykodisc did, but best I ever heard Mission to Burma was the Matador reissues. Oh, I'm glad they did it. Matador is one of my favorite labels. The seminal full-length from Mission to Burma versus great album, bonus tracks, excuse me, all the classics on there. New Nails, That's How I Escape My Certain Fates. Of course, the bonus DVD, all the bonus DVDs being of live shows. Booklet, all the classics. Trem 2, Einstein's Day, Micah, Fun World. Oh, get this started. Great record, great record. Live album, The Horrible Truth About Burma. Horrible Truth. I think they were being facetious. Great stuff. First time I ever heard 1970 was when I heard it on the the original 80 minutes Rykodisc CD. Not before the Stooges version. Right before, actually. Next and last Mission to Burma I have on vinyl, the last time they did for Matador, the sound, the speed, the light, which is a pretty good album, I gotta admit. I have the newest one they did that I can't remember the name of, but I only have it on digital because they moved to Fire Records, and I don't think Fire Records gets that good distribution for their physical products. Okay, next up, couple minutes, The Meat Puppets, and the pressings that they've done since they signed with what the hell, Megaforce. Very nice, very nice. This is sewn together, the second album since they Kirkwood Brothers got back together. Splattered orange vinyl, very nice, very, very good album, but not as good as what came afterward. Lollipop. Oh, this is one of the best things I think I heard them do since at least Huevos. I don't want to soil on what they were doing when they were out in London. They did some great stuff there, of course, or on all the great stuff they did back in the SST days. But this is one of the best things I've heard them do in years. And they're just getting better and better and better Lots of great songs, beautiful multicolor vinyl, and great songs. Incomplete, Damn Thing, Orange. Oh, check it out if you have not already. If you don't have any Meat Puppets, this is one album you get. Of course, you get Meat Puppets too, the one Kurt Cobain loved. I'll put this back together later. And you also, when you're looking to start a Meat Puppets collection, get that Up on the Sun, the seminal third album. One of those shots heard around the world deals. 180 grams, nice picture sleeve, excellent pressing, excellent sound. Make you fall in love with the album all over again if you already heard it. Next up, and the most current one, which is excellent, Rat Farm. Again, that one came out on MVD, not on Megaforce, but this is on Megaforce. And the vinyl version, just as insane a color scheme as the last. Only they went to a more purplish red here. Very, very nice. And by the way, oh, if they're waiting, they should really put out the rest of the Meat Puppets classic SST albums on vinyl like they did with Up on the Sun. That's about it. Oh, I'm over 20 minutes. I'm going to stop here. I did a nice stint through everything. I got some very interesting stuff coming up for the next one. In the meantime, until next video, where it's a catalog video or I show off some new stuff. Thanks for watching. See ya.